and it caused her to slowly get up to 100% of her brain.
Yeah, they're the same movie. They're honestly the same movie. Except I liked her movie better because she whipped everybody's ass at the end.
See what I'm thinking? I'm thinking like a Her. Have you guys seen Her?
Yeah. Where he's in love with
I'm thinking
a
Her
robot.
situation where we're the robots when we're using 100% power.
Yeah. Yeah, with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Cleft Palate.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Cleft Phoenix.
That movie's fucked up though because the dating app is actually the same robotic AI that's for like millions of other people. And whenever at the end, spoiler alert, at the end, whenever he's like, are you talking to others people? And it's like, well, yes, I'm a robotic app, but I'm specially tailored to you. And it's like, you're cheating on me.
Well, have you seen the new Blade Runner where he has a digital girlfriend?
Yeah.
2047?
Yeah, 2044.
With Ryan Goose.
Yeah, it's actually really nice, and it's a pretty cool look at the future as far as like just not being totally alone in your apartment.
I like Cyberpunk colors.
I haven't seen that, but yeah, these are definitely
what it is.
Yeah,
it is.
It's the cinematography of it.
Yeah, it's high contrast, neon lights everywhere.
Yes.
That's what Cyberpunk is.
But it's a nice look into the future, but does it have anything to do with parallel universes?
No.
Okay.
I feel like in the future
that's just robotic.
We're not going to be able to have argon gases to make neon lights. So it's false.
Yes, you
will. We're going to use it all up. Elon Musk is going to suck it all away.
Mm-hmm. He's going to take it to Mars with him. Hold it hostage.
Mars is just a giant neon light.
Yeah. Elon Musk says he wants to cancel culture.
He wants to do a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like, what would that be, like ironic or something? You want to cancel something that cancels stuff?
Yeah, he wants to. Yeah, he's like cancel the cancel.
He wants a coincidental society. Okay.
I think he needs to get off Twitter for a couple days. He just needs to kind of step back and just.
He's transitioning
chill.
Between him and dad jokes. He's trying to get there, but I don't think his autism will let it.
You know his handler hates him.
Something's stopping him from get quite nailing the dad
joke.
Know. Or his son, AX-12 Super Wing.
I think they changed his name to a real person's name now.
Oh, did they? What's his name now?
Let me look it up.
You know the board of Tesla is absolutely terrified anytime he sends out a fucking tweet at night because it might affect their stocks.
Oh, speaking of stocks, with the rumor of AMC being bought out by Amazon, their stock rose 45%.
Wait, Amazon bought AMD?
No, AMC theaters.
Oh, AMC.
AMD is a big deal.
There was a rumor that Amazon was going to buy AMC theaters, so their stock rose 45% because of one rumor.
That makes sense to me.
That's how you control the stock market, baby.
It's going to be Amazon versus Disney in a battle of what I can see on TV.
Oh, so you're saying they might not allow their movies to be played in their theaters?
No, it was a rumor. It's not confirmed. But if Amazon would buy AMC, then they can show their streaming movies in all AMC theaters, and they can bar other productions from being played in AMC theaters. Kind of monopolize the movie industry.
That's not going to work, though, because people go out and see Disney movies. It just is what it is.
And you're not going to go watch a streaming movie in a movie theater.
People are paying $20 and $30 to rent a movie for 2 days at home.
I mean,
that's convenient.
Yeah, I guess.
They're spending $30 to watch a movie one time at home.
But that's cheap compared to taking your wife and 2 kids to the movie theater, buying them all a large popcorn and soda.
Yeah, that's why you don't do that. You go to the dollar store, you go to your local Quick Trip gas station, you go to fucking Food Line and buy your shit, and you stuff it in your asshole and take it into the movie theater with you. They don't check your asshole.
You're stealing everything from the Food Line, and then you're taking it into the movie theater.
It makes sense.
And you got shit all over it, so you're going to stink up the movie theater.
Please don't.
No way, dude. Every time I go to the movie theater, I wear cargo shorts for that reason.
That's how they make their money. Is from the concessions.
Yeah.
I don't,
Tom,
well,
so
don't
you don't
charge
have to
me
stuff anything
$17
up your ass
for a freaking
anymore.
box of bonbons,
That's how they make their money. That's how they stick.
Well, there's an alternate.
You can have $3.
There's an alternate universe where you eat the popcorn at the movie.
Yeah,
theater.
you can have $3, or you can have 17 or none. I'm not giving you 17.
Or you can just do like
I
I
obviously
do.
don't know how capitalism
What do
works.
you
And
do,
stuff it up
Thomas?
your asshole.
What do you do, Thomas?
No, you can just
cut a hole in the
you
bottom
can just
of
stay
your popcorn.
home.
Fucking socialist.
Good.
That's what it sounds like to me. This
Good.
is socialist talk.
Go to movies.com, croc videos.
That's a true capitalist talking there, Thomas.
That's a shaky cam cell phone recorded movie theater.
No, it's not.
Video.
No, it's not. Not the stuff I've been watching.
Alrighty.
Oh, you're just on Pornhub.
I'm on Reddit sissies.
He's watching two guys like play out Avengers.
Yeah, he's watching the knockoff Avengers. It's two Indian
Like
guys.
some Indian guy tucking it up. He's like, "Well, I'm Black Widow."
Dude, don't knock those Bollywood movies. Those have some awesome scenes in the Bollywood action movies.
Some of them do.
It's like there's one where the dude like slaps a guy. He slaps him in the face and he makes his whole head spin around.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways.
all right. So we went through Bubble Universe.
Yes. So how many different universes are there, Alex? That we know of, or dimensions?
Well, I mean, as far as these universes are all theories. Let's just say that up front.
Right. Well, I know you had mentioned in previous episodes the nth dimension, and I think you had just said if we used 100% of our brain, that would be the 11th dimension.
Yeah, there's different types of levels and dimensions. The nth dimension is like a placeholder. So, like last week we talked about projections.
If you figured out how Tower 7 failed, then you would be in the nth dimension.
Yes, you would transcend to the 119 dimension. And
Now,
what's your question? Because I can answer. I can let you know some inner secrets.
Wow.
what dimension would you be in if you had dementia?
The 69 dimension.
Oh, see,
Nice.
people with dementia are actually breaking through our barrier, and they're transcending.
Oh, what if that was the case? You had dementia, but it was not your brain failing. It was just transcending.
That's what dementia is.
Oh,
Yeah, you're definitely transcending into something else.
you're not the crazy one. The normal people are the crazy ones.
There's actually 12 levels.
Oh,
Imagine stopping somebody from becoming a god.
My grandpa was almost there.
You had to stop it.
I guess you can say Jesus is a sixth dimensional plane figure.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Because he's religious, or
The Christed child has access to their magical and spiritual aspects and a playfulness of life. Life is
What?
seen as
Oh.
magical and blessed. All life is directed
wow.
and advanced through the work of the Spirit. So,
Well, what's Bahamut and Baal and all the other gods?
probably like 8th or 9th, right? A 10th.
Oh, there's a tier list?
Yeah, a 10th level dimension is a person that has responsibilities at the solar level.
Are we talking about Scientology?
No, this is
I
just,
think so.
no? You said solar level.
this is characteristics of dimensions. Yeah.
Different dimensions.
So, which
Oh.
power level is Tom Cruise?
He's the 11th. That's the galactic level of consciousness.
Wow.
Because
want that.
12th level is the gold ray of universal consciousness. You're a full
Supreme
universal
leader.
being. You're like
Supreme.
you're over Galactus at this point.
So you're like, okay, so I'm like the one above all.
Where did you say
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
was?
level 6. Yeah, you're the one
6.
above all.
Damn. Tom Cruise is godlike.
The only one that can stop Tom Cruise is Silver
You know,
Surfer.
yeah, Tom
The one
Cruise
above
is
all.
like. So Tom Cruise is like Dr. Doom.
Yes.
Honestly, you really can't. Honestly, there's nothing that can beat Silver Surfer, right?
Elon Musk is like Mr. Fantastic. Tom Cruise is Dr. Doom.
Level
And Joe
5.
Rogan is Ben Grimm. It's clobbering time on Spotify.
Hey, he got paid $100 million to do that.
Holy, did he?
That's his That's what the
Up front,
100
up front though.
$100 million contract. I don't know if it's up front
Oh.
or overtime or
Dude, Spotify, if you're listening,
We'll take $50,000.
we'll take whatever. We will be exclusive. Send us a contract.
We'll do it for ramen noodles. Just give us.
Put us on the front page.
I'll do it for free if I'm allowed to have a Patreon page and you push people at us. Oh my God, $100 million for fucking Spotify. I wonder how much the last podcast on the left guys
for
got.
like 3 years, dude. That's like Mozgov money.
Like $350,000.
That's more than Mozgov money.
Jesus,
are you serious?
No, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Alex?
Yeah. The ad
that's
revenue
nothing.
from that alone, though, they'll make their money back from ad revenue because all the people that listen to Joe Rogan and all those.
Dude,
There's a reason.
How much money is he going to have to pay in taxes on that shit?
It doesn't matter.
He's rich enough that he'll hire
half.
a lawyer to loophole it.
It's enough.
He'll start a charity.
It's enough
in his own
money
name
for
and
him
then give
to
it back to himself.
Take it to the Cayman Islands.
Jesus. Man, he missed the Epstein bandwagon by a fucking long shot.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I liked where you were going with your Jesus versus Tom Cruise and all those dimensions. So where does those dimensions stop?
At
They
12.
don't. It's like Pringles. The fun don't stop.
Once you pop.
Well,
yeah.
so they say that like physics and physicists say that there is hypothetically 10 dimensions in our universe, but we can't fathom 6 of them. But we have a reasoning and definition for 6.
Right.
Because it helps us break down and solve a math problem that we've created called the string theory.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
they say, the first dimension is your y-axis.
Whoa.
No, I'm sorry, x-axis. And the second dimension is the y-axis. So x is length, y is height. And then you have your that creates a square. And then your third dimension is your depth. That's the z-axis. That creates a cube. So then they say the fourth dimension is time.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all things that we can perceive. But then they have the fifth dimension,
Right.
and that's where you would see a world slightly different from our own that would give us means of measuring the similarity and differences between our world and the other possible ones.
Mm-hmm.
So then it evolves. The sixth dimension is where we could compare and position all the possible universes that start with the same initial condition as the one, i.e. the Big Bang, the initial start. In theory, if you could master the fifth and sixth dimension, you could travel back in time or go to different futures. So then you have the seventh dimension, which you have access to possible worlds that start with a different initial condition.
Whoa, dude.
Then you have the eighth dimension, and this gives you a plane of such possible universe histories.
Like a catalog.
Each of which... each of which begins with different initial conditions and branches out infinitely.
Dude, I think you just explained Interstellar for me.
Yeah.
Well, it goes on. There's the ninth dimension. We can compare all the possible universe histories, starting with all the different possible laws of physics and initial conditions. And then in the 10th and final dimension, we arrive at the point in which everything possible and imaginable is covered. Beyond this, nothing can be imagined by us lowly mortals, which makes it the natural limitation of what we can conceive in terms of dimensions.
The 11th dimension is like superstring theory.
Well, yes, the existence of these additional 6 dimensions, which we cannot perceive, is the necessary for the string theory in order for there to be a consistency in nature. So,
something I don't know if we've talked about this or if I read it or what, but since our dimension is in 3 dimensions, we can see those things. We're actually a shadow of the 4th dimension. Kind of like when you shine a light on your hand and the shadow comes out in 2 dimensions. We're actually the shadow of the 4th dimension.
I said that earlier. I was just bullshitting though.
I said that last episode.
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't want to take credit for it, because I feel like we've done this.
Well, funny you should say something about shadow people or shadows, because
I don't think you're supposed to call them that.
I wasn't supposed to call them that. So
they vote for Joe Biden.
Downtown Baltimore.
So I'll read something here from Albert Einstein that's going to just go into a small story about a girl who saw shadow people that